In this tutorial, we're going to kind of sew up some loose ends about making web pages from your design. And I've chosen here random design. And when I look at this, I see one big table. Inside that table, I see a smaller table in the top row with 3 columns. Inside that table, in the left cell, I see another table with 3 rows, and then inside that one, I see 2 more tables in the bottom 2 rows. I'll show you what I mean. If we open up Dreamweaver, it's always tables inside tables. That's the whole idea that in Dreamweaver, why can't you just put images and things where you want them? Well, you have to do it inside tables, and you do it by doing tables inside of tables. So we'll just create a document here. And we'll take our main table. And remember, I wanted 2 rows and 1 column as our starting table. And we'll put that in the middle. We'll make it fairly big. And the banner is going to go up in the top. Yeah. Okay. And then in the top row, I want another table. And if we look at our design, we've got 1 row and 3 columns. So let's do that. Tables inside of tables. Put that also in the center. And that will hold our banner. And then inside of that one, we'll have a table on the left, another table. And that one will have 1 column and 3 rows to hold our links. And then we'll have little tables inside of these tables. And there will be one row and 2 columns in each one. And there we have it. Now, as far as links go, we've got a couple choices. We have 3 choices. Either you can write your links out, you can type them out, and that's fairly easy. So if I wanted to type here index, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and Final. And I probably want to make sure that everything is centered. Make sure it's the right size. And once I make these links, index.html, Photoshop. .html. Oops, wrong place. Etc. And InDesign is going to be a PDF file. And our final will also be an HTML file. And we'll look here that our banner is black, so what we'll do, we'll go into page properties and we'll set our links. Be different colors. And I don't want it underlined, so there we go. Now we're not going to be able to see it until, of course, we put our banner in here. So if I select our table, I go up to the top and I find out what the banner is called. That's the full banner. Okay, here's the banner. It's just called banner PNG. I'll put that in here. And I've got to save this, of course. In there. And there we have this. Of course, it has to be the right size. To make it smaller. Okay, then we have to make these tables smaller too, I guess. Probably got a rock here. Oh, here we go, cell pad. And there we go. We can also make that smaller. And there we go. So now we have our rollovers like this. Another way to do it would be to take and make images out of each one of these. So if we go back, just for sake of simplicity, let's get rid of the banner here again. So you can see what we're doing. And this time, let's put our images in there. This is just a different way to do it. So if we put our image in here, and then we'll click on this image, and we'll make that into a rollover by going up here and rollover image, and we'll type the name of that, which was like this, and we'll make that into roll like we did before and get rid of our first one. And that's the way to make it with images. And then, of course, we're going to put our thing back in here, and that will give us a rollover. The easiest way to do it, and the way that if you're completely lost, or if you have to do it this way, you can just take the whole thing, place it in a 1x1 table. And we'll put a banner. Full. And then you can go up here and do a hotspot, what they call a hotspot. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry, it has to be an actual image to do a hotspot. So let's take the banner full, just drop it in here. And now we'll do a hotspot. We'll draw it. We'll type index.html here, hit return, and that will make that into a hotspot. You can do the same thing with Photoshop, etc. And that's by far the easiest way to do it. So those are the 3 ways to do it. You can either type the name in, the link in, and change the rollovers. You can use an image and do a separate image for rollover, or you can do a hotspot.